Okay, so let's talk about pre and post exercise intervention. So what we're doing pre and post training, it really should be called. So we've got our like warm up and cool down consideration. So these should be task specific to the training that you're doing. So, if we're squatting, it's like we're, warming up that lower body region. We're looking for restrictions in, joint function, mobility, that kind of stuff. We might do some, foam rolling, and we might do some stretching and stuff, and then some preparative work to get us under the barbell. And then when we think about like the cool down, like that should address the restoration to a relative pre-training state. So like we do a cool down, it's like we might do same thing, like do a little bit of stretching, a little bit of walking on the treadmill, let the heart rate drop down, just let ourselves kind of get to a point where it's like we feel rested, we feel like, we were at a similar level pre-gym. Obviously there's going to be like fatigue, at a muscular level, but we don't really want to be just like, finishing our last squat or our last exercise and then just grabbing our gym bag and walking out the door. Like if we do that, we're not putting our body in the best situation to recover. We're going to get like things like tight muscles and whatnot, and that's going to affect your ability to perform maybe the next day if you have to train. So looking at other considerations, we've got stretching. So stretching post-training is a really good tool. Stretching pre-training needs to be approached with caution. If we static stretch for prolonged periods of time pre-training, we can definitely decrease muscle performance. So the way that muscle kind of performs in terms of strength and power. So we need to be very, very careful with like just how long we're in these static kind of stretched positions. Might be more desirable to do things like foam rolling and some active kind of movements and stuff, or some more dynamic stretching where we're kind of moving through stretches and in and out of them and stuff, rather than just kind of like sitting in one position for a prolonged period of time. As I said before, we've got foam rolling and like self-myofascial release. So this can be used pre-exercise to manage tight muscles, and post-exercise to help improve DOMs, and in both cases improve like joint range of motion. So if you've got some limitations and there's some muscle tightness and stuff, using some foam rolling and some self-myofascial release can help kind of ease that tension and get some more movement if we've got restricted mobility right now. Then we talk about active recovery. So that's like considering, it's just think about it like performing low intensity movements. Just keeping the body moving, keeping the blood flow, circulation, those kind of things, like a little bit of core body temperature circulating and stuff as well, which happens either immediately after a training session. So like just doing some walking post training, for example, or even doing it on your days off as well. Like you feel a little bit of DOMs, you're feeling a little bit stiff. Going for a walk, doing some movement and stuff is considered active recovery. It's not strenuous, and it's just promoting, like circulation, which can improve like clearance of metabolites accumulated from training, and reduce muscle soreness and stiffness just by, creating a little bit of warmth and, circulation, just flushing out all that stuff and, bringing in like fresh oxygen, which is there to help repair the damage as well, along with the protein that we were talking about in the nutrition section. And then the last one we're considering is massage. So, massage is great to reduce tightness, restoring muscles back to normal resting lengths as well, like if they are kind of bound up and feeling a bit shortened. And then it's known to reduce muscle soreness and enhancing relaxation as well, which is really good for inadvertently like managing like stress levels and mental fatigue and stuff. So all of these things can overlap when you think about it, even from like the nutrition and hydration status things. Like we've got a hydrated muscle. It's like that's going to relax better. It's going to be nicer to massage. It's going to return back to a lengthened state better. So all of these things can overlap in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully, we've been very comprehensive with all of the things that add up to recovery and how you guys can think about micromanaging them with your clients. And the last one we're going to talk about is sleep, but it's a little bit more detailed, so it's got its own section.